Sailing is not fixing the boat in exotic places, but the best way to see the world. Let's find out why. If you enjoy our cruising conversations, please subscribe and turn your notifications on. Thank you.
For me, 2 reasons. Way before we started, I had a big reef tank with all kinds of fish in it. And I wanted to go all around the world where these fish were and go swim with them. You can only do that by sailboat. Plus, I get to take my time and meet people everywhere, different people, and spend time with them. Not a hurry up, get drunk, you know, you have 10 days and then you go home, but as long as I like it.
If you have the luxury of time, then yeah, for me it's great. You get to go places that you couldn't get to as a tourist in any other way. If you have some way of making your budget get you some sort of boat, and if you have a very low budget, then obviously it's going to be a very low-tech boat, but that can be done. There are people that do this on a shoestring, and there are people that do it on a very large budget,
Yeah.
and they're seeing the same thing as the people who are in a tiny boat with no water maker, no fancy equipment, but we all see the same incredible things. It's a beautiful planet, and there are lots of wonderful, exciting people to share it with, and it's just a really cool way to have some wonderful experiences. Yeah.
It's because I like sailing, because if you like walking or going with a bicycle, it can be changed. Yeah, but it's also your house boat. Yeah, so you move with your house from one country to another country, and you can every time change.
Well, I wouldn't say it's cheap, because running a boat is not the cheapest thing in the world. It's a good natural way to do it, because you're using the wind, you're not using lots of diesel, and I'm talking about sailing boats like this one. So if you want to lead a nicer life, a cleaner life, a more green life, if you like, it's hard to put into words, but it's the ethics of traveling, rather than using lots of jet fuel, and having a very impersonal experience with a boat. Like this is my home here now, down in the marina here. It's like a street. I know everybody's names. We all look out for each other. You make friends as you go along. It's a very human thing to do. It's a huge difference to what normal people would do if you fly a plane to somewhere.
First, you can find places where you can't go other way. No flights to remote atolls or so on. Secondly, I like this way of moving. No schedules is the idea. Moving slowly, independently, cruising where you like, changing your plan when you like. Nothing exact planned. That's my favorite plan.
It's an adventure. It's not just traveling. You're seeing new places all the time, new people, new cultures. You have the nature to work with, and you're powering the boat with the wind, and it's just the most amazing way of moving along with the wind in the ocean, in my opinion anyway.
In my opinion, it's the best way to discover the world, first and foremost, because you have the opportunity to get acquainted with so many cultures in so little time, and you also have the opportunity to access places that you wouldn't be able to access otherwise. We've been to the Marquesas. Marquesas are very difficult to get to because of their remoteness, and also you anchor and you go in a village and people welcome you and you take part in their life, day-to-day life. This is fantastic. There is the part of discovering yourself when you are out in the ocean for a long time.
And you discover your partner, you spend a lot of time with your partner.
Of course
You either spend a lot of time or you end up not spending a lot of time together.